Your beard was struggling until you found the elegant Sasquatch.
It's Suplex Syndicate time! Let's get ready to rumble!
Did it now. Chaos, you should have put this one in the vault, man. They not ready.
I
they don't know what's
am
coming,
Tactical
man.
Santa, the
we
smack
drop
talker
this on
Slay
right
Walker,
here.
the Michael Jordan of Kringle Jingle.
Your boy's a bad man.
If you're not down with the squatch, you can suck it.
Shock the world, now I'm standing
Spray and slay with the fragrance feed.
You can't open out your head to the track. Fuck the water down rap, we be taking it
You
back.
can't
Give it to me straight,
teach
ain't
that.
no chasing it. Check yourself in the mirror, ain't no
Hey!
facing it. Cause you
What am I doing with these two clowns?
It's the master plan, we got the planet on hold. We all over the streets like your favorite sneaker. Breaking up your sound like a drive-through speaker. Everything that I be spitting is strong. After I rock, fast forward through the rest of the song. We the monkey wrench that's gonna ruin your plan. And don't fuck with John Cena, I'm a bad man.
With the mic in my hands, I'm a bad man. Even in the fight with my hands, I'm a bad man. Living in the streets all my life, I'm a bad man. I'm a bad man. I'm a bad man. With the mic in my hands, I'm a bad man. Even in the fight with the
Sponsored by the elegant Sasquatch.
What's happening, everybody? I am Tactical Santa. I am joined at the moment with 30 Spray J, my brother from another mother. And tonight is going to be a little bit different tonight. Our sponsor and one of our best friends, the elegant Sasquatch, has came out with a 4 set of oils for Suplex Syndicate. So, Jay and myself tonight, this first half of the show, are going to go over and review the 4 different scent profile oils that are available. They just came out. So Jay, let's get a couple things out of the way before we get into the actual scent profiles. So first off, let's talk about Carrier Blend. We've talked about it many times. We've had the Slay and Spray show. We talked about it. It is a fantastic Carrier Blend. It has sunflower oil, sweet almond oil, rosehip oil, avocado oil, argan oil, jojoba oil, vitamin E oil, and fragrance oil. And I got to tell you, I have a gray beard, as you can see. Jay has a darker black beard. For this gray beard, it has no problem in the beard. The beard loves it. It soaks in. It makes the beard soft. So for if you have a style of beard like myself, the gray hair, no worries. The Carrier Blend works fantastic. What about you, Jay? How does it work for you?
This makes my beard fluffy, and I love it.
Gotcha. So Carrier Blend works. He has a new website. I think I don't know if everybody's been to it yet. If you haven't, I don't know what you're waiting for, but it is much easier to order. It is not the Etsy site. So definitely check out his website. Very easy to navigate, very easy to purchase. So that is completely new within the past month, I believe, month and a half. So fantastic website. So Carrier Blend is fantastic. So like I said, he came out with 4 oil blends. Scent profiles. I'm sorry, not oil blends, scent profiles. So he came out with the Apex King. He came out with the Skywalker, the Queen of Carnage, and of course, the Enforcer. Now, Jay and I talked before we did this. We only had 3 days. The mail was a little slow for both of us. So what we decided to do is each scent profile is for a character on the show. Mine was the Skywalker. So what I told Jay is I was going to try the other 3, and Jay was going to try the Skywalker and the other 2 besides his. So that way it didn't seem biased, because if I talked about mine, people are gonna be like, oh, of course you're gonna say you like it. But that's why Jay's going to talk about that one, and I'm going to talk about the Apex Predator, and then we'll talk about the other 2. So Jay, why don't we kick it off? Why don't you start off with Skywalker? What you thought about the scent profile and how it is.
It's black licorice, plumwood, charcoal tonka, smoked vanilla, amber resin with a base note of sandalwood and amber. I hate the smell of black licorice. Okay, I had some days. Okay, I don't like
Right.
black licorice at all. Bad boy in the bottle, and I was already intrigued. Then I put it in beard for the workday. 6-7 hours of sweating, lifting up boxes all day. This stuff still lingered. And The scent was amazing. It black licorice is there, but everything else sets it so unique. You definitely got to
Right.
get up in the clouds and get the Skywalker.
It
I
was so it was so hard for me not to try that one. I smelled it in bottle and I liked it because I know that he had talked to me and he was afraid that the black licorice was going to be over prominent and it wasn't in the bottle. It smells fantastic in the bottle. I can't wait to get that one in myself.
yeah.
So next up, let's talk about the Apex King. This one to me, it is sea mineral, bergamot, black coral and moss, beechwood, amber element, cashmere musk, smoked cedar, and oak moss. And I got to tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, this one is definitely a collab for 30 Spray J because it is a more of a cologne style type of scent profile. It is fantastic. Um, it's light and vibrant. So it's light, vibrant, it has character. It to me would be date night borderline panty dropper type of scent profile. It works fantastic. Um, when I think of the Apex King and I think of 30 Spray J, I think that the Elegant Sasquatch definitely hit this on the nail because this is a cologne type, date night, panty dropper type of scent profile. So fantastic. I would recommend it. I put it in. I got a lot of compliments when I wore it. So definitely fantastic job on that one. Next up, we have the Queen of Carnage. And when we get into the Queen of Carnage, we have black cherry, cardamom, black pepper, dragon's blood, leather, lavender, and dark chocolate, warm amber, and embers with some patchouli. Um, Jay, I got to tell you what, you know me, I'm a cherry guy. I love
Yes.
cherry. Uh, this
Yes.
does not have that medicinal cherry type scent profile, which is fantastic because a lot of guys mess that up. I absolutely love Queen of Carnage. Um, there are hints of chocolate in there, but sometimes when you get scents that have chocolate, it becomes overbearing. This one is not like that. I like the dark cherry in there, the black cherry. I like the dragon blood in there. It is
Yeah.
fantastic. I really, really like Queen of Carnage. If you are a cherry scent type of person, this is definitely a big hitter. This needs to be in your collection because he absolutely did a fantastic job. And like I said, no medicinal smell to it. There's a lot of character. And did you find, Jay, that it's got it borderlines, it walks on that borderline edge of being a darker scent with this one?
Yeah. I was also gonna say it's pretty unisex.
Yes,
Like
yes.
I would not, lady. But when
Right?
I wore it, you also get that manly, that leather,
Mhm.
every ripple throughout the day,
Right.
overpowering. But you just
Right.
it changes up so much during the day. You get that leather, you
Yeah.
get that black cherry, and you get those subtle
Right.
hits of chocolate. Like you just makes you want to eat your beard.
Right. You know, I was gonna say, did you find when you wore that to me, it almost changed to me like 2 to 3 times in the beard during the day.
Yes,
Like, it
yes.
did change a lot. It's, I would say out of the 3 I tried, because I haven't tried Skywalker yet, but I would say that that one, to me, is probably the most complex one out of the group because of how it
Okay.
changes, it does change. It doesn't stay the same. Every couple hours, if you take a whiff, it changes. It changes in beard. So yeah, definitely, that one is fantastic. So next up, Jay, we have got the Enforcer. Now this one
Whoa.
was done for he did this based upon his own character. The top is smoked cognac, the middle is French French oak, labdamen, resin, soft frankincense, warm amber, tonka, and let's see what else has it got. I can't read it. I got my glasses on. mineral smoke,
I think you
and
yeah, you got it all except for the ambered oak.
ambered oak. Yep, that's it.
Ambered oak.
But
Yeah.
this one, really stellar. It's like a manly. It's almost like a wood cologne type scent. I
I
would
just put
say
it
a
back
little
in.
woodsy.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's
I
got
just
that
yeah.
woody notes with the cologne in it.
Mhm.
Um, very nice. I liked it. Um, it changed to me. It did change. It changed midway during the day when I wore that one,
Mhm.
but it's
Mhm.
got a really nice presence to it. I would say this would probably be a great everyday at the office, or possibly I would say it could even be a date night type of scent profile. I would wear it
Oh,
on a
yeah.
date night, you know, but it is fantastic. Very, very nice. I enjoyed it. It's not heavy. Sometimes when you get into things you're like, oh no, you see all that wood and they're like, oh, is it going to be a heavier woods type? It's not. It's that cologne
Mhm.
with like a light woods fragrance to it. I would say, um, it's probably a workhorse. You could probably
Yep.
wear that almost anywhere, uh, at the office, at work, going on a date, um, special occasion. I could wear that everywhere. I think out of the four, that's probably the most universal scent. Um, the
Yeah.
Apex King is probably more of a date heavy. I would
Yeah.
say it's more of a date heavy. Um, Queen of Carnage is probably more of a nighttime scent, special occasion type scent.
Okay.
And you're gonna have to tell me what you think about Skywalker, because like I said, I haven't worn it yet. So
Oh,
what
man.
would you rate it?
Skywalker is complex. You could do office. You could even do date night because I think it's gonna really ask that question of, "Ooh, what are you wearing?" You gotta be like, "That's Skywalker, baby."
Right,
Yeah, it's definitely but man, he hit the nail on the head for each one of us, and we really mad scientist with him and really gave our opinions on everything before we even got these scents. And man, he is
right,
just evolving,
yep,
evolving. Elegant Sasquatch, the elegant
right.
sasquatch.com. These guys are available now and they are going fast. I went to go buy a second set and I'm gonna have to do some
On
individuals.
right, right. Well, I'll tell you what, let's bring the man himself out here. Let's get Elegant Sasquatch out here and let's talk about this for a minute. If it lets me bring it. There we go. What up,
Yo,
Sasquatch?
yo, it's so
What's
weird
going on?
sitting behind backstage while y'all are yapping away. I'm still not used to this, but thank you for the kind words. I greatly appreciate it.
Yep.
Man,
I got to tell you, my hat's off to you because, like Jay said the last moment there, you hit the nail
Thank you.
on every single
Thank you. Thank
character.
you. Thank you.
I liked if I had all these out front of me with no labels, or I was blindfolded and you said, "Hey, smell this," I could tell you this is a hundred
yeah,
percent. This is 100% 30 spray J right
Yeah.
here. That's what he would do.
Yeah.
I
yeah,
could do the same with the Enforcer because it's almost like, yeah, it's woodsy, but it's almost like you imagined the Sasquatch out in the woods. Almost. Like I could tell it's got that little woodsy effect of the
Yeah.
Sasquatch in
That
there.
that one right there was the hardest one for me to work with because I never worked with smoked cognac before or cognac in
Right.
general. And I'm
Right.
like,
ooh,
I'm working with it. I'm like, I think I went through like
Right.
6 or 7 different versions of that before I became that one.
And it's
Jay's was
not
like
too
three.
heavy.
Yeah,
Right. Like
Jay's was
like
three. And
right.
then
That
yours,
smoked cognac.
yeah,
Mhm.
yours, that black licorice. That was tough. I'm like, how the hell am I supposed to work with this? Like, how am I supposed to work with something that nobody likes outside of
Right. Right.
psychopaths?
Well, I can't, like I said, I can't wait to get it in the beard. With
Thank
Jay
you.
saying he liked it and all this, and Jay's got
yeah.
the nose for it. He's the fragrance king, right? So yeah, if he's saying it's good, I know it's going to be good. I can't wait to get it in. I'll tell you what though, I got to give you props on this one because as a person who likes cherry scent,
Mhm.
you nailed it because there is no medicinal smell to it.
Yep.
It
Thank
smells exactly how cherry's supposed to smell. So you did a fantastic job. And the other thing is like I was telling Jay on here, sometimes when people add chocolate to it
you.
at the end, it overwhelms the whole scent and all you get is the chocolate. Yours doesn't. It's back in the background, you get that little hint of it,
Yep.
but it works fantastic. And I got to tell you, man, that thing changes 3 or 4 times in the beard. You did a fantastic job. It's complex. It smells good. All of them, they have a long durability to them, long duration. So one thing I do like about all your stuff is I can put it in the morning and not worry about having to touch up because I'm the guy that won't touch up. I don't bring
Yep.
oils to work. Um, I go to work. I know it's going to last all day, and
Thank
I'm going
you.
to smell good all day. So hats off to you,
Thank
Sasquatch.
you.
You
Thank
did
you.
a
Thank you.
fantastic job. Every time you do stuff, you keep getting better and better and better. And you know, guys, you better start buying up stuff from Sasquatch while you can, because I'll tell you what, you're going to start seeing his drops and they're going to be going super fast and you're not going to be able to get your hands on them. So definitely
This
check out
one,
Sasquatch.
first of all, big shout out to Gina. The Chaos
Hmm.
Queen was all Gina's idea.
Yep.
I asked her, hey, what she wanted. She gave me some ideas, ran some stuff by her, and this is what we came up with. And it's a banger. Like I'm not a big cherry guy. My,
Right.
my personal favorite out of the four, to be honest with, is Jay's the Apex one. To me, it's a dark aquatic. It works
Yeah.
and it works
Yeah.
really well. And but yeah, it's just that was hers was pretty interesting because I was trying the chocolate and it just wasn't working. I
Right.
had to do something and it works now. But
Hmm.
yeah, we sold out of the 4 packs once already today.
Woo.
I made some more, so we got those back up on the site. They
Right.
are all of them are moving really quick. So I
Right.
will probably be sold out again probably by tomorrow. To be honest with you, so
Right.
Probably all those
So
great promotions and
yeah,
posters that people do.
yeah. Absolutely. And remember, if you use Suplex at checkout, you get 20% off.
right.
Yeah, and
Suplex.
then if you spend over $45, you get free shipping. So you know, there you go.
Exactly. Exactly. Well, I can't wait to see. I'll bet you this collab is going to be one of your top sellers
Yep.
because all 4 of these are heavy hitters. They
Yeah.
definitely knock it out of the park. And if you support the Suplex Syndicate show, you got to get the oils to go along. So, guys,
Exactly.
check it out. Check Elegant Sasquatch out. Get yourself some good product. Get it in the beard. And tell us what you think in the next shows. Get it in.
Absolutely.
You know, did Jay and I get it right? Did we tell you 100% straight on what we thought they were? So
If you
definitely
guys
let us know.
if you guys think it sucks, let me know. I want to hear about it. You know. So
Right, right. Well, I'll tell you what. Moving on, we have got a special guest. This will be week number 2 in a row, and he's becoming quite the fixture. But we got Shifty coming in.
Yo,
Shifty, what's
oh,
going on, brother?
maybe.
What happened? What'd you
What,
do, Jay? Did you hit the button?
are you drinking early, Dino? Is that what it is?
what's up, guys?
I'm drinking the hard stuff right there. All right, fellas. So we got the whole crew together and Shifty. I can't wait to get your hands on this four oil set collab. It is
Yeah,
fantastic. You are not going to be disappointed. It is absolutely amazing. But guys, I guess we got to get back to being a wrestling show. So
Do we have to?
do we have to?
Do we have to?
Uh,
Oh
so
man.
we
Yeah,
decided
go ahead, Dino.
backstage. We decided backstage that we were doing the formatted thing for a while, giving a recap. But you know what? Everybody in the chat, you guys already watch wrestling. So we're not going to make this so much of a recap show. It's going to be kind of like a free form type of show where we're just going to talk about wrestling, things that happened that we liked, and we're just going to have a conversation like 4 guys sitting at a bar would. So I'll tell you what. Who wants to start off, Sasquatch or 30 Spray or Shifty? Who wants to start off?
You know what? I got you. You know what? I'm going to say it now.
Mm-hmm.
Danhausen is my new savior, Lord and Savior. That's it. I'm going to say it now. Danhausen cannot do anything wrong. Period. I want his face
Cursed.
on money. I need to buy one of his shirts that I can't get for free in the crowd. I need more Danhausen in my life. Just put it that way.
Oh,
The curse.
he is quite the character. I gotta tell you
Yes.
what, I enjoy his character. I really think it's a good move getting Danhausen in and letting him do the curse and letting him do all this stuff because eventually Ron Cena is gonna be gone because he's getting older, and somebody has got to fill that gap of having fun and being comedic. And I'll tell you what, I'm here for Danhausen. He makes me laugh. Every time he comes on the screen, I laugh because he's just, it's so hilarious, his vignettes. So,
Yep.
yeah, I'm
And
down for it.
the question is, do you actually think they're going to actually have him wrestle, or he's just going to be some behind the scenes stuff, just walking around? You know.
I think they're going to have him more backstage, but I think they will have him wrestling. Because what I want to see, and it was funny because I know it'll never happen, but can you imagine if Monday night he came out as Brock Lesnar's surprise opponent for WrestleMania and
Oh,
keep cursing Brock
the
Lesnar,
Rome.
and by some weird curse, like things just start happening to Brock Lesnar, and Brock Lesnar gets out to the match and weird things happen and Danhausen wins because it would be fun, right? It would be a work, but it'd be hilarious to see something like that happen. It would
You
be,
know
it'd
what?
be
That would be hilarious if you cursed him and he just gets mildly annoyed,
yeah,
just like his smartwatch dies, or
right,
he tears his favorite shirt, something stupid that
right.
just make him go nuts. Yeah,
Lips on the ramp. Lips
yeah,
on the
yeah,
ramp.
yeah, yeah.
Slips.
You saw that
Oh,
video too.
yeah.
Yep.
It could be all
That would
Danhausen.
be,
Yeah,
What I like
absolutely.
about him is he's a character because if you watch interviews with him without the paint, he is a
Oh yeah,
completely different guy. He created the
yeah,
voice, he created the makeup, he got the makeup trademarked
yep.
because it was kind of used in anime and stuff. He's like, I wonder if I can get this trademarked, and he did. Um, I think we haven't seen the last of him, and I think there's gonna be some great matches with him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. The he's just different. He's different. We need different in wrestling right now. And
Yeah.
then he brings a different. He's got a different aura about himself and the way he carries himself backstage. And the thing he's doing right now with the Miz is great because the Miz hasn't been doing anything. So I
Right.
mean, putting him with the Miz and saying, "Oh, the Miz is your mentor" or whatever, and it's awesome just seeing him do the things he's doing.
You think it's gonna be real awesome and real evil tag team?
Absolutely. Oh, it
I
could
love
be.
love when
It
they
could be.
like just turn their heads and then they turn back and he's just gone. He just walks away
Right. Right.
like he's like Rain Man or something. I crack up every time. Every
Yeah.
time.
Yeah. It is funny. He is quite the character.
So
The one
yeah,
thing
with
I'm glad about it too is it's more than like a 1 week type of thing, right? They have
yeah,
longevity with the Danhausen character. They can spin
that's
this
true.
and play it as many different ways that they want to. It's
Yep.
not one dimensional. He can do so much stuff. It's going to be awesome watching it unfold and seeing.
Yeah, yeah.
But
He's got the
it's
potential
because
to. But what was that?
go ahead.
Oh no, I'm just saying Danhausen's got the potential to like you guys are saying, like replace our truth in that comedic aspect to lighten the mood.
Yeah.
But I mean, we'll see how far it actually goes, and then unless WWE drops the ball, or if the old guy buys it back, we'll see what happens.
Right. Right.
But
Yeah.
because of Danhausen, a lot of things have started to happen. We have now seen the breakup of the Judgment Day and the turn of Finn Balor. You
Yep.
want
You know what?
to
I'm happy they brought back the old Finn Balor theme.
Yeah.
That made me happy. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And
Right.
that you saw that coming because that was back when he was a face. So that works.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's cool how they can use Danhausen as a catalyst to make things happen, right? So with him cursing Dominic, that was the catalyst that is starting to make things go into motion with Judgment Day.
Yep.
So it is pretty cool to see how he can be used as a catalyst. Speaking of heel, I mean, switching gears here for a second, but dude, I was happy and disappointed with Randy Orton because the problem now is that if Randy Orton's the heel, we're not going to see Cody heel turn.
No.
He's still going to be the baby face. So
here's
kind of
the thing.
disappointed in that.
No,
So
here's the thing. The
yeah,
crowd was for it. The crowd was for
Oh,
it.
sure,
So no
the
matter
crowd
how
was.
bad no matter how bad he is, and no matter how
Right.
heel Randy is,
Right.
he's one of those babyface heels, just like Brock Lesnar. So
Sure.
if he did what he did to Cody, They could do something worse with to Randy and change Cody. They could double heel turn.
I think
Not been done. Not been done.
I believe you, but here's my thing on that. They had to let us know who the bad guy and who the good guy was going into WrestleMania because you couldn't have two baby faces. And I think they kind of just predicted what was going to happen. Randy Orton's going to win, which I'm glad he's going to win. I just really wanted to see Cody heel turn, and I don't think they're going to heel turn him now. I really don't.
Do you think it was backstage politics with Cody about, first of all, about getting this match, about winning the title from Drew? Because I think that's what happened, and then now he's not gonna be a heel. He wants to be a face, and
I think what's happening. So hear me out on this. What I think Cody is now this generation's version of Hulk Hogan. He is going to be a good guy until it's so run out that there's no other thing that they can do, and then they'll do a big heel change. But he's this generation's Hulk Hogan. It doesn't matter who the guy is, who the opponent is. He somehow ends up on top. He beats everybody against all odds. He's the American Nightmare, but he's like the American Dream, the all American Hulk Hogan. This is this generation's version of Hulk Hogan. He's just gonna keep going and going the same old trick forever and ever and ever until finally they'll be like, okay, we have to heel turn him. Just my opinion.
as soon as the crowd stops singing his song, then they'll turn him. But that isn't going to happen anytime soon. And that's what surprised me about Randy. Yeah, that surprised me about Randy because like Randy was to me, Randy's a better heel than he is a face. That's just his personality itself. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I think it was a good move. It wasn't the move that everybody wanted, but I think it was a good move.
Right.
I don't even think I see Randy as a heel. He's more of like an anti-hero.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's like the guy that I still feel like Randy's doing what the fans wanted them to do to Cody because if you watch the reaction from some of the fans, they boo Cody. You know, he's got boos coming in. So I mean, I feel like there's still like a slight chance that Cody could turn heel at Mania. Well, we don't know, but I feel like Randy Orton's he's fed up. He's probably fed up with Cody's stuff, backstage politics, him, crying. Once that happens, then okay, here comes, the new Cody Rhodes. It's actually going to be the real American Nightmare and turn him heel.
Right.
But do they need a manager for him as a heel? Because I don't think he has the mic skills that what do you want to talk about? I want you to shut the hell up.
He would probably have the same amount of mic skills that John Cena had when he was a heel. He has mic skills. It's just that I don't know if he has the chops to actually pull out full heel because he'll still want to try to be a babyface.
Yeah. I think the problem though is depending on what kind of heel they turn him to, right? So I think if they put him in the tailored suits, wearing the Rolex, being a mix between when his father was a heel and a Ric Flair style heel, I think he could pull it off because it all depends on what kind of heel you're talking, right? You got to remember there's parameters when you're a babyface on how you can say things and how you can project, right? So when you're a heel, you get to project a whole different way. I think he can pull it off depending on the style of heel that they make him. As long as they don't make him a whiny crybaby type heel and make him that confident like Ric Flair. Yeah, if they make him a confident like male like Ric Flair was when Ric Flair was running around, like
when he was the Horseman.
That's right. If they make him that style of heel, I think he can pull it off. I really do.
The question I have is how long is that Wheatley vodka deal with the WWE? Because as long as that's gonna be, he's gonna be on top because his name and the Wheatley vodka is all over the bus. So whenever you see him, you figure out when that contract's up. I have a feeling that's when he's gonna turn heel.
Right.
Okay.
I'm here
Okay.
for it though.
Speaking.
I mean, I think we're all here for it. We've all been wanting to
Yeah,
see Cody go with
100%.
Rama.
Yep.
Let's just get it done and let's see it.
But speaking of turning heel, it seems, and you said it, there's a perimeter of what you can say as a babyface. Are we getting
Right.
CM Punk heel? Are we getting a Roman Reigns heel? Is Roman Reigns finally going to snap back into tribal chief? I don't want to say bloodline.
You know what?
I don't want to say
they're
bloodline.
they're setting up to where it sounds like they might be getting the bloodline getting back
Yeah.
together,
Right.
just because of the promo that they cut at the end of Raw, the Usos and CM
Right.
Punk. Just
Right.
and to be honest with you, I laughed when CM Punk called the Usos a young boy. I was like, wow.
Hey.
Yeah.
Hey. First of all,
Hey,
I'll give you a twist to that though. What if you think that the bloodline's coming back together because the Usos got the belts, Roman Reigns gets a new belt. What if the Usos turn on Roman Reigns and join CM Punk? There's and you're like,
So-
why? But why? Because
I got another twist for that.
The factions on Raw, the divisions basically wiped out, and they got to build that back up. So they're going to need something to. Go ahead, Shifty. Time out.
No, you're keep going. I got you, man. Like the vision. So CM Punk's a Paul Heyman guy.
Right.
We're gonna see heel Punk at Mania. Logan Paul and Austin Theory are gonna come out. Usos are gonna come out. We're gonna see a bloodline versus a vision. I feel like that's what we're gonna see.
The other thing too is the rumor mill has it that at WrestleMania that The Rock is going to making some sort of appearance dealing with Roman Reigns. So where does The Rock fit in with this? So my thing would be is I don't think that Jimmy and Jay are going to be tied up going with CM Punk. I think the big thing that they're going to create is if The Rock comes to WrestleMania and interferes a little bit with Roman Reigns or does something, now you're going to have a true bloodline type of ordeal going on. Are they going to go with The Rock, or are they going to stick with Roman, or what's going to happen? Because it's going to divide the whole bloodline.
So, okay, yep. So I like that. I like that. Now, The Rock bottom CM Punk. The Rock bottoms Roman Reigns and puts Roman Reigns over CM Punk, winning the belt. So then that way The Rock can say, your soul is mine. You wouldn't have won it without me. Still setting up for Roman versus Rock at Mania next year.
Sure.
Saudi.
Sure. And I think that's a possibility. But like I said, I don't think Jimmy and Jay are going to be going with the Vision. I think they're going to be staying over there. The other thing we have to say about, WrestleMania rumors. So I have a prediction about who Brock's opponent's going to be, because Paul Heyman got whacked by Seth Rollins with steel chairs, right? CM Punk, the other Paul Heyman guy, is tied up with Roman Reigns at WrestleMania. Who's the only other Paul Heyman guy that can come and get vengeance for Paul Heyman? It's going to be Brock Lesnar, and I think Seth Rollins are going to have a match at WrestleMania, because that's the only other guy that can come out and defend Paul Heyman. Because it's
no. It's going to be Curtis Axel. He's going to come out of retirement and he's going to take on Brock Lesnar. He was a Paul Heyman guy, so you can't say that.
Right. Sure.
But
that's just not. That's like roster signed. Current roster and signed. Yeah.
But that's just another John Cena and Brock Lesnar match. Like, you're gonna have Brock. Like, supposedly in the rumor mill is that Brock Lesnar and Paul Heyman have both pushed for Brock Lesnar to not lose a match until his retirement match.
Right. Which will be Obafemi, which will be his retirement match.
True. So it's just going to be a squash match of Seth Rollins getting thrown around. He might get a curb stomp in.
Sure.
But Brock Lesnar's going to jump up from that.
Sure.
Yeah. But don't you feel like that's going to hurt? Don't you feel like that's going to hurt Seth Rollins, though, in the long run? Him getting squashed by... I think it's going to hurt him. Because of the whole mask thing that he has going on. Because I'm going to be honest. I'm a Seth Rollins guy. I'm a fan of Seth Rollins. I think he's an awesome
Oh my
wrestler.
God.
He is. He
But
You
is.
know what?
it,
At
I,
Mania, it's going to be Seth and LA Knight versus the Vision. That's going to be. I saw this past
What
Yeah.
Monday. That's
vision?
what it's going to be.
What
It's
vision?
going to
Well,
be
it's
Logan
not.
Paul and Austin Theory. That's going
We'll
to be
just
the
call
match.
we'll call it the Paul Theory or whatever, the Theory Paul or whatever. Those guys. So that's why honestly that's why I think CM Punk's going to join the Vision, because they don't have a big name guy. And
I think the
Austin
Vision's going to
Theory
go
and
away.
Logan Paul are awful on the mic.
So
Awful on the
Which
mic.
which
all
I
they
think
got to
that's going to
do,
go away.
all they got to do is bring back Karrion Cross. TikTok.
Yeah. Yeah, but is it going to happen? You know what I mean? That's the thing. Is like, will it happen?
What
Right? What if? Absolutely, I'm down with it. You know, I'm a Karrion Cross guy. I like Karrion Cross. I think he's
What
a
if-
I think he's a great wrestler.
Well, think about this. They already got Karrion Cross, the Wish version, in Aleister Black and Zelina Vega. What if they just take over the Vision? I mean, think about that though. Is he not the same way that he's doing? He is doing the same stuff that Karrion Cross did, coming backstage, doing the same stuff. So what if they did that? He's already there. He's already there. I'm not saying I like that, because in my opinion, they didn't re-sign Karrion Cross, and they're just like, oh, you know what? Okay, you go away, and look, we're just gonna get the carbon copy of you, Aleister Black, and we're gonna make Zelina just like your girl, and have them do this. They're doing the same stuff. They are doing the same gimmick.
Uh-huh.
It's the same gimmick.
Bro.
What about the gimmicks are not the same? What is not the same about the gimmicks that they're doing? It is exactly the same. 100% the same.
There was no
Are they doing the same stuff?
supernaturalness to Karrion Cross.
Are they doing the same?
What?
Is Aleister Black not going backstage and saying the same stuff that he was saying that Karrion Cross is saying to LA Knight? Is he not saying the same stuff to Sami Zayn? He's doing the
You're pissing me
same
off.
thing. He's doing the
Pissing
same
me off 'cause
thing.
you might be right. You're
doing the
pissing me
same
off because you
thing.
might be right.
Yeah, that's tough, because I wouldn't call, honestly though, for me though, I wouldn't call Aleister Black the Wish version of Karrion Cross though.
Well, what I'm saying is
Thank you.
What I'm saying
No,
is
I know,
this,
I know what you're saying, but like they're
it's a
doing
Timu.
there's similarities
It's a
for
Timu
sure.
version. It's a Timu.
Yeah.
Karrion Cross leaves, and 2 weeks later, oh, look at this. It's Aleister Black. And look, Zelina Vega is now acting like she's like a wicked witch. Oh, who does that remind you of? It's Karrion Cross and his whole gimmick.
Bray
Karrion
Wyatt and
Cross
Alexa
should
Bliss.
be mad. Karrion Cross should be mad at them for letting him do this, because they're copying his whole gimmick, his whole thing. They're copying.
All right.
I see similarities. I'm not gonna lie. I do see the similarities.
In other news, did y'all see the promo of the Righteous Hardys?
I didn't.
With
no.
Okay, so the Righteous Ones and Hardys are now like kind of combined. I thought they were doing some kind of feud, but they're now combining. Jeff Hardy has a new submission move, the Spinal Destination. He like twists the guy's back up, and he cut a promo talking about, what should we call ourselves? The Righteous Extremes, the Extreme Righteous, the Righteous Hardys, this, the other. And then he just pops off at the mouth and says, should we go up against the Wyatt Six? Well, if I think by the end of it, the Hardys will be coming back to WWE before they retire, and it's getting close.
Yeah.
But if the Hardys are coming back, I've been waiting to see the Righteous in WWE.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And I just had to throw in the Wyatts in there, just, haha. Haha.
So here's something. Where's Jericho?
He's still under contract. He's still
on a
I thought he was signed with WWE. I thought he was signed
90 days or something.
No, 90 days.
No, it's not even that, because they have it in his contract. If he's out for a certain amount of time with AEW, it just stays on the end of the contract. So it just keeps prolonging the whole situation.
AEW, that's how AEW does all their contracts. So if you
Yeah.
get
That's
injured,
the workhorse,
which is going
right?
to happen in AEW,
Yeah.
that time that you're out just gets added on to the back end of of your contract. So he's still signed.
What are they going to do with him? Bring him back for two matches or whatever? Like, I guess he's just going to sit back.
To be honest with you, he'll probably make his debut because I don't know when his contract's actually up. If it's up soon, he'll make his debut the Raw after Mania.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because that would make 100% sense when they call everybody up.
Right.
But you know what? It's just all right. Hear me out. So with Finn Balor now being a face now,
Mm-hmm.
they're gonna pull Tama Tonga out of the MTS or whatever the hell it's called.
Yeah.
And they're gonna start a Bullet Club 2.0.
I'm for it.
Yeah. And then they're also gonna have Roxanne Perez in it too, which that's my prediction. I'm doing my prediction now. That's gonna be a sick Bullet Club version.
Break it down.
Yeah,
Why Perez? Why Perez?
You know, because they're gonna break up now that Finn's out, and
right.
okay, so Finn's gonna be out. They're setting up a Rodriguez versus Liv match because Liv just cost her the title in that gauntlet match. So they're setting that match up after Liv wins at Mania. They're breaking this up, and then so Roxanne's just there. She's taking up space now because now that Liv's back, so like it would make sense to have a female in that clique, you know.
Yeah.
Speaking of Liv, though, is she going to win WrestleMania? Is she going to win against Stephanie McCure?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
No, not Dom. Dom is going to backstab Liv and finally bring the Latino heat back.
Okay.
The Latino cheats, you mean?
I'll tell you though.
I
think Liv's going to win it. I really think they're going to put the belt back on her for a little bit. Liv's going to win it.
Speaking of Judgment Day and breaking, rumor wasn't it Dom said he wants to do a mask versus hair match against Penta, which they're not going to take away Penta's mask. So are we going to see a bald babyface Dominic Mysterio again?
That won't happen.
Does he finally start wearing the mask? When is that going to happen?
I mean, like he just had a title defense down in Mexico. What was that on Saturday? Yeah, and you know what? I like how they're actually using almost down there as a legit giant, and it works for him. You don't see him much up here, but it actually works out, and that. It was a kind of a wonky finish at the end, but it made sense. But yeah, like I don't see. I know Penta will never lose his mask ever, never. So and it will probably be like a DQ match where like, well, nobody won. I didn't lose my hair.
Yeah, I mean,
what I want to know
is
when do we see the Lucha Brothers? That's what I want to know. When does Ray Phoenix and Penta finally get back together as a
they
tag
had
team?
it on the show.
They had it on that Triple H show. They were talking all Spanish.
I seen that, but I want to see it in action in WWE. I want to because they're not doing anything with Ray Phoenix. Nothing.
They're absolutely not. They haven't done anything with him since they signed him, which is a shame.
Lucha Brothers versus the Usos. That would be a great rivalry.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can definitely see that. So,
the tag team division is super weak. They don't have many tag teams that are worth anything. Not like they did back in the day. There's all like the Dudleys, the Acolytes, the Headbangers,
which by tag teams. Shout out to Demolition, my favorite tag team of all time. You finally get into the Hall of Fame. So
I never thought that was going to happen, man.
No,
never thought it was going to happen.
For the longest time, they were part of that CTE lawsuit against WWE, and Axe and Vince had a huge beef at one point. That's why he quit WWE. But the question I have is, since Demolition is going in, is Crush going in? Because he is part of Demolition.
Yeah, he should. He's a part of it.
Because they
He
only
should.
said Axe and Smash. They never said Crush.
Right.
Yeah,
So-
yeah, that's true. And Crush, isn't he a high school teacher now?
He passed away.
Yeah.
Oh no, he passed
Oh,
away.
Crush
Passed
passed
Yeah.
away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he was a part of Chronic with Brian Clark with
Right.
AKA Raph.
Yep.
Right.
In the end of
Hey,
WCW.
had a bomb. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
Adam
would
Bomb,
hope.
yep.
I'd hope they do the right thing and put Crush in there. It only seems,
Yeah.
they should.
Yeah,
I mean, he was
100%.
part of Demolition. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Put him in
Well-
there.
Well, I mean, they finally did it with China with DX. I
Yeah.
mean, honestly,
Yeah.
I feel like China deserves to be inducted by herself,
Yeah.
Yeah.
not just
Yes.
not just with DX. She
Yes.
deserves a solo induction.
Especially after
Right.
that video with Pac. Yes.
Right. Right.
Hey, did you guys happen to see any of AEW last week at all?
Saw
And
little
the-
bits and
the-
pieces.
I saw clips of it. I didn't really watch the show.
The Hangman Page MJF. Hangman Page does this like reverse tombstone pile driver. Well,
Yeah.
he did it on MJF during their little skirmish and missed the canvas by like that much. Like
No.
wasn't even close. And they showed it. Like MJF's head wasn't anywhere close. It was the Hogan, Undertaker tombstone all
Yeah.
over again.
Right.
And and it was so bad, like so bad.
Right.
It was terrible.
Oh my goodness,
Yeah,
that's another guy,
so-
MJF. Man, he's
wasting his
he-
talent on AEW.
I agree 100%.
I think though.
100%.
I think though the thing though is he's getting taken care of in AEW. He's
Yep.
getting paid. He's on TV every week.
Yep.
I think the biggest fear he has is if he came to WWE, he'd get paid. Obviously, they're going to give him a good
Yeah,
pay.
He'll
But,
be handcuffed,
but yeah, they'll never put him on, or they'll make him, do
Exactly.
yeah. So, he's got. I mean, he's the man at AEW. So
Yeah,
leaving.
Speak-
Why leave
speaking
and
of
come?
Speaking of the man of AEW, rumor is that John Moxley is not going to re-sign with the end of this contract.
Yeah, I don't care.
Yeah.
Don't care.
I feel like Moxley kind of like, I don't know, wore out his welcome. Honestly, with a lot of wrestling fans. Like I'm still a fan of Moxley, but I feel like it's like I don't care what he does now. He's just doing whatever now. All this crazy bumps, and when he took that spike to the back or whatever it was, and it was stuck in his back. Like, come on, man, you're doing too much.
See, like I know he's fed up with the no or less blood policy that the AEW just put through like 2 weeks ago or a month ago, where you can't bleed within in your match, which is I'm for, but it's just I don't see the appeal of Moxley. I don't. Oh, I'm a bad guy. Oh, like I'm edgy, and I'm like I don't see it.
Honestly, I like the germaphobe heel he was when he was in WWE when he wore the gas mask and like didn't want to breathe the air because of all the people, and like I like that part of him, but like the AEW guy, like now he's got his own little clique, and it's like, man, come on, just when you left WWE to go to AEW, it was a completely different guy. Now it's just I don't care for what he's doing right now.
The only thing that I'm here for is if his contract's up and he comes to WWE, let's see a small, short-lived Shield run. Him, Seth's there, Roman's there. Roman's on borrowed time now. He's got a year and a half left? He said he's done in 2 years. Give us a Shield again. I mean, it'd be fun. It'd be a reunion of it. Let's see it. Let him do some stuff. I'm here for that.
I go after the CM Punk led vision.
I don't think
that would make sense. Yeah, that would make sense. But
oh my gosh, wow, we have really gone around the what ifs here. I love it.
Did you guys see the interview that Dolph Ziggler did with Chris Van Vliet?
Oh yeah.
He literally said that WWE paid him to stay home pretty much so he couldn't sign a contract with AEW. Because he was going to go to, he told him, I want this amount of money. He's like, I gave him a crazy number and thought they were going to deny him. And they paid him. He goes, they literally paid me to stay home because they didn't want me to jump to AEW.
Well, I think we've all talked about that before, is that I think there's so much talent that you can't have them on one show, right? And I
Yeah.
think WWE goes, I'd rather pay this person to stay home than let them go and work for the other company. So they
Yeah.
just pay them. They just pay them to
I
sit at home, or they
yeah.
absorb people because you know what? The more that we have, the less that that company has. So we'll just pay them. I think that's the philosophy they have. Because how much talent have you seen that WWE has? And you're like, I haven't seen this person in like what 3 months. What are they doing?
Yeah.
You know, so I
Like
think they do
I,
that.
I didn't realize, to be honest with you, WWE had Chris Statlander at one point.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right.
Yeah,
That's
I didn't
right. Yeah,
realize that.
yeah,
She was on Chris Van Vliet's. I cannot pronounce his last name. I'm not even going to
yep,
try. Um,
Yeah,
his
try.
his show. I want to say like 2 weeks ago, maybe.
hmm
And they were
Yep.
gonna put her in like this really cheesy like pizza gimmick with in a tag team,
yeah,
and I'm like, what are y'all doing? But it was a nice little deep dive into her because I don't know a lot about
right,
her,
right.
but yeah, she was in the system for a while, and they let her go, and
So
now she's blowing up as now she's one of the
See,
top female talents.
they just got a hold of I think was it Nikki Blackheart her name is
Yeah,
or whatever.
yeah, I'm
Yeah.
Yep,
excited
Yeah.
for that.
yep,
She
Yeah.
yep,
she she can wrestle. She
yep.
looks fantastic. She's
Right,
muscle bound. Like she,
right.
I hate to say it, she kind of reminds me. She would be like the black version of Rhea Ripley. That's
Yeah,
basically what it looks
yeah,
like, and I'm
yep.
okay with that. You know what I mean?
Right,
So
right. You know,
I
speaking of the
think
women, one thing, Jay. Um,
yeah.
Tiffy Stratton. Now they've mid carded her. She's
Yep.
going after.
Seen
They
that.
mid carded her. And you're gonna think this is kind of crazy since I'm a Jade Cargill fan, but I hope she lose. I hope Jade loses at WrestleMania.
me too.
Yep.
Be-
What?
No, the reason is this. The reason is this is that she needs to lose so she can become a better heel. Okay.
Yeah.
Um,
Mm,
it gives her because it'll fuel the character, right? The problem is
okay.
is if they would have let her, because when they first made her a heel, they kept saying, "Oh, look, she's gonna Brock Lesnar people." They haven't let that happen. So obviously she's not going to be that heel that can go out and just smash people, right? They need to make her more like a Ric Flair version of a heel. She already dresses like that. They need to kind of make her because she's obviously not. I mean, if she was going to be the Brock Lesnar of female, she would have no problem whooping around Michin. And she didn't. Michin just about gave her a handful, right? So they've gotta redo this heel character of hers because
Mhm.
it's not working like they thought it was going to work. So
Didn't she just lick some? Whose face did she lick before she finished him
Michin?
off? Was
Oh
that
no,
Michin?
Jade. Yeah,
Yeah,
Michin. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Jade like licked her face like Catwoman, and I was like,
Yep.
I wish that was
Yep.
me, but um,
Yeah. I will tell
Yeah,
you this.
you have to pay for that type of service,
Yeah,
Jay.
my,
You have to pay for
hey,
it.
my honest
20
opinion is
bucks,
this:
20 bucks.
if they can't figure out Jade's what route they need to go, she just needs to go into making movies. If she went to Hollywood, because she should be a Storm, she should be an action character type person. Because at some point you have to look at it and go, listen, we put a ton of money behind you. We've tried to hype you, tried to do this, try to do that. It's just it's not for you. And I hate to say that because I like
Yep.
her. I like she has the look and she has the personality. She just doesn't make it happen in the ring.
Yeah.
And if it can't come together, she's young. She could still go to Hollywood and she could still make movies and be an action figure. No
She,
shame in that
I,
game.
I
None at
I
all.
told you guys this like last week, behind the scenes, but she is a keyboard warrior. She can't cut a promo to
Right.
save her life in real life.
Right.
But get her on her phone or behind a
Yeah.
screen, she can talk all
Right.
the crap that she wants,
Right.
which is sucks because if she could just take that and bring it into her
Well,
promos, she'd be better.
well,
But she also can't really wrestle that much. She can't lead
right.
a match, so she
Right.
has to be put in with her top talent that actually
Right.
can walk her through it. And
Right.
that's what sucks. She
So,
shouldn't be. I hate to say it,
right.
and
Right.
Dino, you're going to kill me for this. She
No.
shouldn't be in wrestling. She should not be a
Well,
wrestler.
well,
She
let, well,
can't
let's
wrestle.
let's
So
think about this though.
she should have never came to the main roster. She should have
Yeah,
been sent down to developmental still.
Well,
but
they
Got
they do
got it underneath her boots. Then
right.
all of a sudden, here she comes and takes over.
They
I mean,
did two
look
mistakes
at she
with her.
reminds me of Nikita Lyon.
Yeah.
Remember when she got that big push?
Right.
And now she's
right. They made
She
two
wrestles?
mistakes with Jade when they brought her. When they brought her from AEW, first mistake they made was she should have been NXT. She should have went down, did NXT. The second mistake they did with her, whose idea was it to make her a baby face? She's never been a baby face. She should have never been a baby face. She should have been heel from day one, and she should have been working
But
all the way to this
but
day as a heel.
the thing is with that, you have since she is so green and so
Right.
inexperienced, she can't be a heel because she couldn't lead the match. Because
But
most of the time the heels call the matches,
right,
and since she couldn't do that, she needed to have somebody tell her what to
right.
do.
But
And it, and
but they
now she's at
shouldn't
the
have
point
brought her
where
up to main roster though. She should have been in NXT.
they're
Yeah.
paying her so much
Right.
money that they had no choice to not bring her up. She had that's what it was. You can't
Right.
pay her millions of dollars a year and have her down in NXT because you're not going to get any money out of that.
I get it, but here's the also thing too is the way they ran her and brought her up right now, they're not getting her money anyway. They would have been way better putting her in an NXT, developing her, and making the money on the end, not trying to get it right off the bat. They wasted so many opportunities. How many times have you seen a Jade Charlotte Flair face off? How many times have we seen this? And it's still yet to happen. If they wanted to really get her going, they should have put her in that match right off the bat with Charlotte Flair and had her working with her and doing that stuff. But they didn't. They just keep teasing it. Instead of putting her and Bianca Belair as a tag team together, they should have had them feuding. Imagine how much she could have learned from Charlotte and learned from Bianca Belair. She would be leaps and bounds better today than she